Welcome back to another video. So today I want to talk about how we're going to go from girlies who are constantly seeking outside validation to never ever relying on anything or anybody else to validate you and being a self-validating queen, because somebody who used to constantly seek outside validation without even realizing it, to someone who truly only cares about her own opinion now. Let's get started. I know this is something a lot of women struggle with. I think I struggled with it for like 25 years and I didn't even know. I really thought I was validating myself until I realized it was a lie, and I was seeking out external validation constantly. And I'm gonna tell you how I changed that. And it really took, let me see, 3 months to say that I fully rely on my own opinion and nothing else, nothing externally. And I want you to be in this space too, because it's amazing. And so something I really had to realize was that I am the only individual on this whole planet that looks at me the way I look at myself. Like, no matter what, your mom, your brother, your sister, somebody random on the street, people on social media, they're all looking at you through the lens of their own lives. And even if they've literally known you since you were born, they don't like know you. They don't know you the way you know you. So how are you going to rely on somebody else's validation to make you feel good about yourself? Like, really sit with that. Somebody goes through their own thoughts. They have their own perception on life, their own just view on this world. So they're gonna look at you with those lenses, and you're gonna allow them to, let's say, I don't think you're good enough, and you're gonna allow them telling you that to dictate whether you feel good enough or not. Girl, no, we're not doing that anymore. And I want you to stop doing that. Stop. If somebody thinks you're not beautiful, that's their opinion. If somebody thinks that you're not fit for that position, that's their opinion. But do not let that change the way you see about yourself, because the moment you start giving in to other people's opinions about yourself is when you're setting yourself back. Because whether someone thinks you're amazing or not, it should not change the way you see yourself, because you're the one that wakes up every morning with your beautiful face, beautiful self, amazing self, and you're the one going to sleep with yourself every night. So it's a lot easier said than done. I will admit it takes practice. Everything in life takes practice. You learn something new, you're getting rid of bad habits, you're gonna have to practice the new habits. When you start receiving other people's opinions about you, don't let it dictate the way you see yourself. And if you catch yourself feeling bad about yourself because the way, let's say somebody ghosted you, or you got denied from a position, or you just got rejection, do not let it make you think any less of yourself, because you are amazing and that just wasn't for you, and that's okay. They have their own view on life and it is completely different than yours, and if you did not fit their view in their little worlds, that's okay, because you're in your world, honey. You are in your world and you are living your life, and that is amazing. And you need to realize that and really start thinking of life that way, because it's your world, literally. Like, you're gonna, not to sound bad or anything, but you're gonna die one day, and you're not gonna die thinking, damn, I wish Bob really liked me, or I wish Janet gave me that position at that job. No, you're gonna die with how you're thinking about yourself. So that's how you should be living your day-to-day life. Some of you may thinking, okay, I really just don't like myself. I don't like the way I look. I don't like the way I act. I don't like the way I think of things. You're the only one that can change that. The reason why you're not liking yourself is you need to love all of your flaws and love who you truly are. Like, block out everybody else's opinion, look at yourself in that mirror and love yourself. Love yourself. Get off social media if you need to, but learn to love yourself and learn to trust yourself, because you are the only you. So your opinion should be the only opinion that's mattering to you, but you need to value yourself. If you're not valuing yourself, then of course you're gonna seek the outside validation. The validation comes from inside, and everything, all the outside validation that you need will come from inside. But you need to love and value yourself, because somebody else not valuing you is a mirror of you not valuing yourself. And literally that starts from those you can go ahead and check out my last video, or 2 videos ago. I have tips on self-love, but go ahead and watch that video. But do those affirmations, learn to trust yourself, learn to value yourself, make decisions and be so confident in your decisions because you trust yourself. It's okay if you, for example, I create videos, and when I create the videos, I watch it, I love it, and that's it. If it goes well, it goes well. If it doesn't go well, it doesn't go well, but I loved it, and that's the only thing that matters. So learn to fully trust your decisions and be so confident in what you're doing in life that nobody's validation matters. But you need to really go inside and find that self-love and find that self-validation, because I'm telling you, it comes from within. The moment I stopped and really sat with myself, learned about myself, started figuring out what was triggering me, started journaling every day, started watching so many videos of how I can help myself, I started to trust myself, I started to love myself, I started to really just know myself. And that is so important of self-validation, because you know yourself. You cannot let anybody else tell you the way you are, because you're so certain with yourself. Then that's it. Literally, like, that's it. If somebody were to tell me that I'm mean or I'm rude, or I don't know, if somebody were to comment something negative on me, I'm gonna brush it off, because I know who I am, and I love who I am, and I want you to feel that way too. But you have to get to know yourself, like literally get to know yourself, get to know your personality, get to know what you like, get to know everything about yourself. Look at yourself in that mirror every day and love yourself. Like, God made you so perfect. God made you the perfect way for you, and that's what you need to really just be thankful for and start appreciating. Because yeah, if you don't appreciate yourself, no matter if somebody's appreciating you all the time, or if somebody's constantly telling you that they love you, or constantly giving you that validation, you know deep down that when they're not validating you, or shortly after, that you're gonna return to feeling the same exact way as you were feeling before. And that's because it's not coming from inside of you. And you deserve to feel loved, you deserve to feel validated, but that all comes from within you. One practice that I did do when I was really trying to get out of like outside validation, the seeking outside validation, I would sit with myself when I was feeling triggered or feeling like I needed validation, and I would literally just like hug myself and remind my little inner child Alyssa that I am never leaving her, and that I am never abandoning her needs and never devaluing her again. Because how dare I devalue myself or not trust my own opinion about myself? Like, me, I deserve that, you deserve that, your little inner you deserves that. So really sit with yourself and just love yourself. And when you love yourself, when you know yourself, and when you prioritize yourself, you're gonna notice your need for outside validation to start just disappearing, and you're gonna be so confident in yourself. And let's be honest, this is a journey, so it's not gonna be like you start healing and you're just gonna keep going up. No, you're gonna some days feel like down, some days you're gonna feel like you don't want to keep healing, you don't want to validate yourself anymore, you're gonna just go text somebody to get that validation really quickly. But it's okay, you're gonna have the knowledge you need. Once you start learning and healing yourself, you're gonna trust yourself, and then it's gonna be easier to get back up. But yeah, I hope this little rant about self-validation helped you, and tune back in for more videos, because I'm definitely going to be posting more, and you deserve to love yourself, validate yourself, and not depend on anybody else for that validation. Bye.